Oh, viewers, done it again. Why do I keep doing this? Here I am, filming some cars at Langley Prestige near Colchester. Yes, they've moved. And I've been tempted by this 2019 Kia Ceed Sportswagon 1 litre 2. Welcome to Contingency Reviews. So the Mark III Kia Ceed Sportswagon was launched in 2018 along with the rest of the range. I mean, you can get this normal 5-door Ceed hatchback, you can get the X Ceed, which we've covered on the channel before on slightly shambolic S&T reviews, and then you can get the Pro Ceed, which is like a sort of, I suppose, a better looking sort of shooting brake almost version of one of these cars. This though is the incredibly practical Sportswagon, or the State really, with a 625 litre boot, which we will have a look at a little bit later. The engines available in the Mark III Ceed Sportswagon are a 1 litre with 118 horsepower, a 1.4 with 138 horsepower, a 1.6 plug-in hybrid 139 horsepower, not a lot more than the 1.4 then, a 1.5 with 158 horsepower. That was the only powertrain option for quite a while, until the sort of back end of 2023, when for the 2024 model year, that engine was reduced down to 138 horsepower. I got no idea why. Particularly that happened, but there we go. So you go into a showroom right now, you get 20 less horsepower this year you did last year for really no discernible reason. Let's see how fast this thing is. It's actually, for a little 1 litre 3-cylinder, it's urgent enough. I don't think you can even get to 60 under 10 seconds, but never mind. Most of them will be sold with this nice 6-speed manual though, which is good. Oh, by the way, we don't talk about diesels on this channel. Right, let's take a look around this early Mark III Kia Ceed Sportswagon. I wouldn't say it looks the most sporty in this 2 trim. There only ever were 3 trims available for this car. Which of course you can go to a showroom now and buy a brand new one if you want, but between 2018 and now, 2, 3 and the first edition. There's also a 2 nav, but really the 2 nav is just the 2 trim with the sat nav. I think it looks fine. I think the facelift ones look a fair bit better than this, but you know, it depends on your preference, I suppose. One thing we don't have on this car, which surprises me actually, is rear parking sensors. We just have a reversing camera. We don't get any parking sensors, which I would definitely want. We've got a reversing camera, but no sensors. I suppose it just depends on what you want and what you're used to. A lot of people say you don't, really need those. If you need to rely upon those, you shouldn't be driving. But I think really for these days, when you're looking at a car that costs, £10,000–11,000, you'd sort of expect a few more from it. But yes, tow bar on this one for some reason. Normal boot. There's the reversing camera. Massive space. It's not quite as big as a Skoda Octavia of the same era, but that's even bigger. But this is bigger than, I don't know, 3 Series Touring of this era. It's bigger than an Audi A4 Avant of this era. It is loads and loads of space. Space to put, I don't know, extra number plates, locking wheel nuts. I think you can take this tray out as well. Yeah, that comes out. Might have to actually move a bit more the floor to get that out. Yeah, there we go. Right, this is going to be impossible with one hand. I'm going to have to move this out of the way and then move the tray out of the way and see what we've got underneath. Well, viewers, my persistence was rewarded. We've actually got a space saver spare in here. Fantastic. It's worth saying though that if you get the plug-in hybrid version of this car, the boot space is a lot smaller. It's about 200 litres smaller actually. But a stand-up one like this, there's loads of room. We've got 12-volt socket in the boot light, bag hooks, nice load blind. How does that feel? Does that feel good? Oh, it does. Yeah, that's great. The only thing is I've got to put all this back now, and that's going to be a bit of a hassle, but never mind. Yeah, very, very practical boot. I'm really impressed with that actually. Apologies for the wind noise by the way, viewers. It's just the way it is today. Let's get in here and get out of this wind. It's pretty good actually. Yeah, let's just close the door a second. It's better. Yeah, considering this is the base spec really, feels okay. I mean, we haven't got leather upholstery in here. You'd have to go up to the 3 or the first edition trims to get at least part leather, if not full leather upholstery. Might be faux leather these days. But yeah, the fabric's pleasant enough. Got a nice armrest with some cup holders in it in the middle. Isofix as well, map pockets. The only thing we don't have, and I don't know if the facelift ones actually have this, is some kind of way of charging your phone in the back. There's only a USB there in the front, which is a bit annoying, but never mind. Massive, massive door bins, huge door bins. Plastic is hard up top of here, but so is it in like a Seat Leon ST or a Golf Estate, so no problem. Fabric on the door cards, that's nice, it feels good actually. I prefer the 3 trim myself, but you know, this will do. Yeah, we've got a rear courtesy light. How my grab handles damped? Oh, they're actually damped properly. Excellent. It just gets better and better, doesn't it? I mean, it's not exciting as per se in here, but someone's really thought about quite hard how to make this car feel like it's a decent quality car, and so far they're succeeding. Yeah, the seat fabric's not offensive or anything. It's a bit dark in here and a bit black, but you know, a lot of modern cars are like that. Let's have a seat in the front. Okay, let's get out of this wind again. Right. It's better views, peace and quiet. So again, there are things in here that someone like me, I would prefer to have. So there's no climate control in here, but we do have incredibly simple air conditioning controls. This isn't the biggest touchscreen ever. A lot of these cars in the pre-facelift ones came with a 10-inch screen. This is not a 10-inch screen. We'll put the normal key in. It's just got an illuminated ring around here as well if you need to find it. I hope the radio's off. Just confirm that. We won't spend too long doing this anyway. Yeah, the volume's down, thank goodness. As you can see, we've not got one here. This is not the 2 nav model, this is just for 2. And so we don't really have a lot going on. We've got this, I think it's like a 7-inch screen. But it's all you need. I mean, you don't really need sat nav because you've got Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, as you saw. They're greyed out, but they're there. You hook your phone up and that's it. That's all the menus you need. We're not going to spend ages prodding around in this touchscreen, which we normally do on contingency reviews. Don't need to. Instead, we've got 2 12-volt sockets, an aux in and a USB. 6-speed manual, normal key, normal handbrake. Fantastic. Yeah, we might have to turn that key off actually. Just hold a second to turn it off. I don't need it anyway, Steering wheel is really good. It's got leather stitching on the rim. We've got kind of all these controls that you need for the phone connectivity. It's for the stereo, and got cruise control on here as well. Automatic lights as well, which is good. I don't think we've got auto wipers, but you know, you can put the wipers, can't you? We've got lane keeping assist, which did go off when I was driving earlier. But yeah, the screen in the middle of here, just turn this on very quickly so you can see. It's not exciting or anything, it's rather like the same story, everything. If it actually does come on, there we go, yep. I don't even know if this is colour or what, but there's the average fuel economy. It's not the greatest because I've just been sort of driving from the dealerships about 2 miles. But yeah, that's it. I mean, it's not really an awful lot to say. I press this button here and we can go through. We've got attention assist as well in here. Actually, why don't we have a look and see what assistance we've got? Yeah, we've got attention warning, lane keeping assist. We've probably got an autonomous emergency braking. Yeah, we have. I think I would, you know, change these warnings a bit or turn them off if it were me. But driver attention warning, you can turn off. Thank goodness, because that would get annoying after a while. Yeah, so we've got the systems in here. You can do all sorts of things if you want to. Let's go back to there. Yeah, average fuel economy, attention, settings, and that's it. Let's turn that key off. Oh, it plays a tune as well when you turn it off. Isn't that nice? See if my secret measure documents go in the glove box. I mean, I might do. It's quite big. Oh yes. Oh, viewers, this is turning out well. We've got a soft touch dash. That probably needs actually like some furniture polish on it or something. I'm not convinced about this stitching, but you know, there we go. We've got soft touch door tops. The handle feels good. We've got reasonably sized door bends, putting things like a bottle in there. Got electric windows and mirrors all round. What more is it that you need in a modern car? Particularly one that's sort of spacious. We've got a sunglasses holder here. It's very comfortable. We've got a pocket there for stuff. And 2 cup holders. Right, okay. That's enough in here. That's a lot shorter than most contingency reviews. Let's take a look under the bonnet. So, this engine is not available anymore in the Ceed SW, unfortunately, but it was in the pre-facelift cars. Facelift occurred end of 21, beginning of 22. It's a 1 litre 3-cylinder engine, turbocharged, generating 118 horsepower. It's actually very similar to the engine that was in the Kia Rio that I drove on Tweed Jacket Reviews in 2021, but this has a bit more power. I haven't heard of any sort of nasty things going on with these, because this isn't a wet timing belt engine, unlike the ones from Ford and the Volkswagen Group. It's a chain-driven engine, like all Hyundai and Kia units. I think it's got a balancer shaft in it. I could be wrong about that. But actually, it looks like maintenance, not that you'll need probably to do this, because this car is still under the 7-year warranty. It looks relatively easy. And there you go. Ooh, we've got the old style glycol coolant there as well. That's interesting. A lot of Korean cars have that. Yeah, not much else to say. I mean, again, like the front of it, there's no full LED lights on this car or anything. Your daytime running lights are LEDs, but the rest of them are just normal projectile ones, because that's all you need. Right, I suppose let's go for another drive. So yes, the steering's nice, it's quite light. It's easy to get a good drive position. There is rec and rate adjustments in here. This would be fantastic as a motorway cruiser, like really good. I would prefer the 3 trim over this 2 trim because it comes with a few extra features. I think it heated seats in that as well. This doesn't have anything like that. But yeah, it's just a really pleasant, sensible car to drive. I would happily have one of these. I have driven an Ceed with the 6-speed manual and the 1.5 158 brake horsepower engine, and I think that would be a really good combination for one of these as well. Will I actually buy one of these, viewers, myself? I don't know. This one I won't be buying because I don't need it at the moment, but just lock it away in my memory for kind of the future and just see what happens, won't we? Let's look at some of the other things about this Kia Ceed Sportswagon. I think I said Sportwagon and Sportswagon. It is actually Sportswagon. So if you have the advanced driver assistance pack, which this car doesn't have, you also get adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert, automatic parking, and pedestrian detection. That probably comes as standard on the 3 trim, probably on the first edition trim as well when the car was launched back in 2018. Plug-in hybrid boot is only 437 litres, which you might think is not really worth bothering about because it's about the same size as the normal Ceed. But other than that, is this actually a car that's worth considering? Well, the main rivals of this would be things like the Ford Focus and the Volkswagen Golf and the Seat Leon and the Skoda Octavia. And I think I prefer this over all of those. The problem with Volkswagen Group cars is that the current generation of them has this terrible sort of heating and ventilation control panel. I think Skoda's a bit different, but certainly the Leon and the Golf have this terrible touchscreen heating and ventilation control panel, which I just don't like. This is really nice and simple. Even ones with climate control are simple. The other thing is that this 1 litre chain-driven engine, I know it's only 3 cylinders, and things like the Ford 3-cylinder engines and the Volkswagen 3-cylinder 1 litre engines aren't very reliable because of the wet bar construction. But this has got a timing chain, and I think it will be fine. In fact, Kia are much more willing to give you sort of a bit more reassurance because they give you a 7-year warranty. I can't think of many sort of disadvantages with this car, other than that it's just not that exciting to look at or to drive particularly. It's fine, but if you want something that is most exciting to drive, you probably need to look elsewhere. Other than that, for a car that's just designed to do a job and do it well and feel actually that it's got some quality to it, I don't think you can go particularly wrong with one of these. Anyway, thank you ever so much indeed once again for watching. Thank you to Simon and Delt Langley Prestige for allowing me to have a go in this car. And we shall see you again at some point for more short notice reviews.